This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Extended Edition. And yeah, let's just get right into this. And this is one of the best, movies that I've seen. Lord of the Rings is definitely a great trilogy, and although I do like the Hobbit films, I love the Lord of the Rings ones. The Fellowship of the Ring is such a great start to the franchise. And yeah, let's go into it. So yeah, I think that one of the small problems is a few things were cut out. Like, it could have been cool to see Tom Bombadil and the meeting with, I think it was Glorfindel. I don't remember which elf it was in the woods outside the Shire. But yeah, it has all the essential parts, and it does a really good job in adapting the story that Tolkien wrote. This one also includes the most of what is in the book, since everything besides the battle at Amen Hen at the end does take place in the Fellowship of the Ring book, and the Battle of Amen Hen isn't specifically written out, but the death of Boromir and everything does take place in the Two Towers book, although it is put in the Fellowship, so it could have a nice wrap up to that story. But yeah, I think that this was done really well. The cast was amazing. Elijah Wood did a great job as Frodo. Ian McKellen did a great job as Gandalf. Christopher Lee was an amazing Saruman. And yeah, I don't remember all the cast members, but they did such a great job. Definitely like how they were all introduced in. Merry and Pippin, I think are the ones that maybe suffer the most in these movies because they're made to be more pranksters. Well, not really that in all the books. And I'm fine with that because it was generally just a small change they made for it. And with the rest of it, I definitely like the first part with the pursuit of the Nazgul and everything written there. I think that part was done very well. And all they do, kind of speed through some stuff and skip over stuff like Tom Bombadil. I still think it was done well. Aragorn's introduction as Strider was done just as well, and from what I've heard is that this was Viggo Mortensen's first time on the set, one of the first times, because he was only recently hired because the previous Aragorn actor was either quit or fired. Not quit or fired, not was quit. That makes no grammatic sense. I'll keep that in there for you guys. It's funny. So, yeah, continuing on, we have some cool stuff like, well, Gandalf fighting Saruman and losing. And we also have that nice, flashback to the Battle of the Last Alliance in the start. And yeah, I think that overall this really worked. I think it was a really good job done with the Fellowship of the Ring. And yeah, it was incredible. Once you get to the House of Elrond, things will start to pick up. The Council of Elrond is as well cut down from a 2 hour chapter from the book to maybe a 10-15 minute scene. So that actually helps a lot with, not just pacing. I mean, you could technically make an entire movie out of the Council of Elrond scene based on how long it took for the audiobook, but I've already talked about that in my review of the Fellowship of the Ring book. And with the rest, I just think that I had such a fun time watching this. Moria is an amazing sequence. Gandalf standing against the Balrog is, always great, and that's why I got that one Paladin statue I reviewed a few weeks ago. Yeah, so I think that honestly, if you like Lord of the Rings, you've probably already seen this movie, but I definitely recommend watching the extended edition. It's so much better, just give you so much more fun stuff. You get a nice, well extended intro from Bilbo. Everything is semi-quoting Tolkien's work in the prologue, the concerning Hobbits part. Yeah, but the rest, I think it was just so good once they get to Lothlorien. And the stuff is still good, and finally with the ending, Boromir's death, Frodo and Sam's escape, and capture of Merry and Pippin. It was all done so amazingly, and Boromir's sent off. Pretty sure it was in this one. I watched these all like back to back, so I might be getting a little confused of which one was which, but still, I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun watching, and I wonder, what do you think of this? Do you, well, you probably do, but well, do you like the Lord of the Rings movies and books? Have you seen and read both of them? Well, you've obviously read the book and see the movie. Well, you're technically seeing the book as you're reading it, which involves seeing. So, yeah. And then I was wondering, what do you think of Lord of the Rings? Which is your favorite? Although I do love Fellowship of the Ring, of all three of them, it's probably my least favorite of the movies and books. I do like Two Towers and Return of the King more, but still, this is still an amazing film. I mean, it's like if you're asked to pick between well, like three great options, and the worst one isn't like bad. It's just not as amazing in comparison, but still, this is an amazing movie. I definitely love it, and that's really it. Next week, I will have a review of The Two Towers out, so look out for that. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.